station that's taking action for you. This is ABC Action News and your Tampa Bay weekend at 7.
Tampa Bay has another attraction that's going to help draw in the tourists, but it should also draw in area residents who are curious to know, how did it all get started and what led up to the Tampa Bay that we know today? Well, this place started making its own history back in January because that's when it opened, the new Tampa Bay History Center. It is so new, it still has that new history museum smell, if that makes sense. This is the Tampa Bay History Center, located just off Channelside by the St. Pete Times Forum. It is a storybook of
that would one day be called Tampa.
The center bridges time with distinct displays of the different moments that have defined our region, from the pre-European Native Americans who called Tampa home to the landing of the conquistadors.
The great white chief says that only when my band comes in shall we again walk free in Arkansas.
Yes, and turn a few pages, or in this case, take a few steps, and you are taken back in time to the Seminole Wars.
They now had precious little time to convince their people to give up the fight.
And then, just like that, we are in the Cigar City.
And it's far more complex than simply the manufacturing of cigars. It's an art story and a music story, culture story, immigration story, story about mutual aid societies and social clubs, a lot of layers to that story.
And Center President C.J. Roberts will tell you there are a lot of layers to the center itself, including a contemporary display, because history begins as it happens.
We surrounded ourselves as we were designing these exhibits with historians and curators, but we also try to bring in the people that are living the story, because that really adds the level of authenticity that you can't get otherwise.
So when you go, consider this. It takes millions of years to make a diamond, and you may see the final product if you're lucky. In this case, though, at the Tampa Bay History Center, you can take in the thousands of years it took to make the jewel of the Gulf Coast. And that, of course, would be Tampa Bay here. Hey, I got to mention, though, the History Center is free all day today for the 4th of July.
Yeah, and so much is happening around that area, so definitely go inside.